MacVoices is supported by Smile, the makers of world-class software like Text Expander. Find out about all their great utilities at smilesoftware.com. MacVoices is in Las Vegas for ShowStoppers and CES. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, recently I had a situation where I needed to replace some smoke alarms in my home, and I didn't realize how far behind I was and how much smoke alarms have advanced and what all they can do. And so this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk to Kidde about what everything that the smoke alarms of today can do. So I'm here to talk to Sharon about Kidde and the smoke alarms. Sharon, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for letting us be here and talk to you about smoke alarms and how the technology continues to innovate.
Well, it's probably not the sexiest thing in the world, but it is so important that people pay attention to it. And that's why I was interested to see just what advances have been made and what you're showing here.
Thank you. So, thank you for understanding just how important it is. And we want everyone to understand just how serious it is to make sure to have smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms as well in the home. At least one on every floor, and one inside the bedroom and one outside the bedroom as well. And the technology has really progressed. Today we are showing interconnected smoke alarms. Do you know what interconnected smoke alarms are?
I do now, only because of my recent experience, but this was something new to me.
So interconnected alarms, for those who don't know, are basically just alarms that talk to each other. So say you have 5 smoke alarms, you connect them all. So imagine that you have a multi-story home, your kitchen's on the bottom level and you're asleep on the second floor. So once the kitchen smoke alarm goes off, if they are interconnected, the one in the bedroom will go off just at the same time simultaneously with the one in the kitchen, which enables everyone to have more time to either escape the building, call 911, or put a small fire out.
And that is so important because seconds can literally mean lives.
Absolutely, they can. In today's environment, we have anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes on average to escape from a burning home. Where back in the 1980s and before, we had minutes. We had between 15 and 30 minutes, but we don't have that amount of time anymore. Studies have shown that today's furnishings just burn faster and hotter. So every second that you can get to prepare you or your family to escape safely is just critical. And so the interconnected alarm system has been recommended by a bevy of experts. The CPSC recommends the installation of an interconnected smoke alarm. NFPA recommends, Consumer Reports recommends interconnected alarm systems. And what's really innovative about ours is 2 things. So number one, it does not require the traditional wiring. So the old school interconnected alarms require like a physical wire to run from alarm to alarm. But these are wire-free. So they simply have a radio, a proprietary radio inside that communicate with each other. No wiring. No rewiring, no electricians need to come out to wire your system for interconnection. And number 2, ours do not require Wi-Fi for either setup or for operation. So a lot of other interconnected systems on the market require Wi-Fi to set up an account and to connect them and this kind of. So this is really ideal for someone like my mother, who's not very tech savvy and who has to call me every time she needs to download an app on her iPhone that I set up for her. Right?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
So it's really ideal for someone who's tech savvy or someone who doesn't want their smoke alarms eating up bandwidth on their Wi-Fi, or maybe they don't have access to Wi-Fi. So this is really an ideal system for them. And of course, these feature a 10-year built-in, sealed-in battery. So no battery changes over the life of the alarm.
And that was the thing that I really was blown away by, because I've been in a situation situation where I was doing the battery replacement, every year. Didn't know that these things were out there, and when it's like I can buy a 10-year battery.
Yes.
I mean, no more 3 a.m. beeps. Oh my God.
That's exactly it. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly it. So what we really want to stress and to get out into the community is that smoke alarms have a 10-year lifespan. Whether you have changed the batteries every 6 to 12 months or not, at the 10-year hallmark, it is time to replace the whole alarm, not just the batteries. So we really want everyone to know that. So you can see the benefit of this 10-year sealed-in battery. Number one, no battery changes ever over the life of the alarm. And number two, you just change the whole alarm out after 10 years and you're done for another 10 years.
Now, just a logistical question. So I buy one of these, or I decide I'm going to replace one alarm in my home with this, and then I realize how cool these are, and I go out and get all the others.
Yes.
How do they pair up? Do they pair up automatically?
So they do. It's a very simple setup. I have some right here. So there's a button on the in the middle, and you simply press the button, which in essence enables the radio to open the loop, the radio signal to open up the system to allow additions into the alarm group. And then it says looking, and then it says connect. It's that simple. And then you simply press that middle button to close the loop, to close the group system, and you're done. So yes, they are modular. You can add more of this line of alarms.
Okay. And I don't, if I'm doing that process, I don't have to worry that I'm connecting my alarms to my neighbors, so that when they burn the toast, I get the alarm.
That's absolutely true. Yes, it's a fantastic question. But the radio signals group them together, so it'll close the group off once you press it. And right behind you can see a video playing of just how very simple it is. They need to be close in location and physical distance in order to group. So to answer your question, it's a great question. So no.
Great. So I realize there are different models and all, but what kind of rough pricing do we have for one or a set?
So they come in a variety. You've got that right. So they come in singles and twin packs, and it's anywhere between $50 to around $90, depending on the model and how many packs. So you can average around $50 to $70 per alarm. And we do offer a model that has a smoke and a carbon monoxide alarm on it as well. So a 2-for-1, if you will.
Yeah. And that might, to some of us who used to think we knew what we were doing, that might sound like a lot. But when you combine the fact that you've got them interconnected and you've got a 10-year battery,
that's right.
That's money well spent.
That's right. So our study indicates that with the 10-year built-in alarm, that you save around $60 over the life of the alarm in battery replacements. Yeah. So that just paid for the alarm almost, if you think about it.
Exactly.
So hey, it's a win-win. You have class protection and class protection, and you save some money at the same time.
The website where folks can go to learn more.
Kidde.com. KIDDE.com.
Sharon, thanks so much for the time. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Take care.
It's my pleasure seeing you. You take care.
Folks, we'll have more from CES and ShowStoppers in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our MacVoices Facebook group and get more out of your Apple Tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us at patreon.com/MacVoices and join these folks who help keep MacVoices coming to you. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.